Welcome to today's standing core class. I'm Coach Lindsay. Thank you for joining me as always. Today we're going to be working our core, a little bit of stability and balance as well. So kind of a 2-for-1 deal today in a very low impact way. So everything is going to be standing today. We're not going to have to get on the ground. We're not going to have to do any crazy twists or bends or sit-ups, but we're still going to get a really good core workout and really work on strengthening those pelvic floor and core muscles to help with basically everything that we do in our day-to-day life. So like I said, you're going to need a little bit of a more moderate weight. I have 8 pounds for reference. I would go anything from 5 to 10 today. We're only going to be using one weight, and so you can go a little bit heavier today. And then a chair. The chair is optional. I have it here in case, we need a little bit of help with balance because we're going to be doing a little bit of one-sided exercises today. So have a chair close by. I also like to have that chair to set my weight on because I really don't like to have to bend up and down off the floor to get it. So the chair is nice for multiple reasons. Last and certainly not least, make sure you have plenty of space around you. Shoes are tied and double knotted if you have them on. And we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So a nice easy march here, opposite arm, opposite knee. Get those knees up nice and high. We're tilting the pelvis under a little bit so we have a straight back and our core is nice and engaged here. So if you place your fingertips on your belly, you'll feel as you raise each leg, you'll feel that core kind of tighten up a little bit, and that's what we want here. So we want that nice straight back as we're lifting those knees. We don't want to be too arched, right, as we're lifting those knees because then our core is not engaged. So keep those things in mind as we begin and continue this march. Excellent. So to kind of preview today's class, we have 2 pyramids. I've really favorited pyramid style workouts lately. So they're just kind of a fun way to kind of breeze through a workout. So pyramid means we have 3 exercises. We have 1 exercise we do for 30 seconds. Keep doing marches. We have 1 exercise we do for 45 seconds, 1 exercise we do for a minute, and then we go back down to the 45 second and the 30 second. So we have that twice. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there. We're gonna get into good mornings to practice one of our first exercises. So with good mornings, it's a lower back and a pelvic floor exercise. So feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna slight bend the knee, fingertips go behind the ears, and we hinge the hip backwards, getting our chest nice and level with that floor, okay? So the full exercise looks like this. If you're comfortable with that, go ahead and join me. Now, the key here is imagine pushing your butt backwards versus dipping, okay? This isn't a squat. We're bending the knees slightly so we don't lock the knees, but ultimately we're pushing the hips back, keeping that back nice and straight and that core nice and engaged. Squeeze those legs. Deep breaths here. Excellent. Couple more here. 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Last and final part of our warm-up, we're gonna do some side twists. So get those arms out and just twist to the side so our legs and our hips are nice and sturdy. The only thing rotating is our core here. Squeezing the core, only rotating to whatever feels best for you on that lower back, okay? So don't twist towards the point of uncomfortableness, just until it's a good stretch and a comfortable twist motion here. Excellent. Couple more on each side. Last one. Nice job. Shake it out. We're gonna just demo the first pyramid first. We have a minute rest in between the first and the second pyramid, and then I'll demo the second pyramid, then we'll jump into that one. So we're gonna worry about the first one, the first 3 exercises. I'm gonna show you what they are. So first exercise is a good morning, but with our weight. So very similar to what we just did in our warm-up, but we're gonna grab that weight and we're gonna hold it at our chest, okay? So feet are hip distance apart, weight is at our chest. We push the hips back. Keep that back nice and straight. That core is engaged, lower pelvic floor is engaged, and then we come back up. We're kind of punching our hips forward a little bit here with this. So working on the glutes as well, which are a nice complement to our core. So back and up. That's our 30-second exercise. Our 45-second exercise is a standing bird dog. So be very mindful of which side you start with, because as we go down the pyramid, we're gonna do the other side on the other side of the pyramid, okay? So for me, I'm gonna start with that weight in my right hand and I'm gonna lift my left knee. So you start with that weight in your right hand, you can have your other hand out for balance, and simultaneously you bring that weight down, lift the knee, and then we come back together, okay? So this is a standing bird dog. From the side, you see a nice straight back here, making that connection, and then coming back up. So you have that chair for support if you need it. That's your first 45-second on one side. Then our minute exercise is a marching overhead carry. So overhead or in front of you, depending on your shoulders here. So if you're doing it overhead, you just place that weight over your head and we march. So we're really working on stability, balance, and that lower pelvic floor here. If anything above the head is a little tough for you, place that weight out in front and then lift those knees, okay? Then as we come back down the pyramid, we do our other side of standing bird dogs. So for me, weight in the left with that right leg, and then we go back into our dumbbell good mornings for our 30 seconds, okay? We have 15 seconds of rest at the end of each exercise. So you have the same amount of rest, but your work goes up a little bit, and then we go ahead and do the full pyramid, then we have a whole minute break, okay? All right, Mighty Family, grab your weight. We're gonna start with good mornings, okay? Feet hip distance apart. Weight comes out your chest, tuck the pelvis under so your back is straight, and let's begin. So pushing that butt backwards, and then scooping it back in. Nice job. Squeeze that core. Keep that back nice and straight here. We're here for 30 seconds only. Nice little introduction to our core. Keep that breath going. Really squeeze those core muscles. Neck is nice and neutral, so a good 45-degree angle or gaze at the floor will help you. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Finish out the exercise and rest for 15 seconds. It's not a very long rest, so I'm gonna keep that weight in my hand because I don't want to waste time setting it down. So get that weight in whatever side you're gonna start with. We have that weight up. I have it in my right. I'm gonna lift my left leg. Let's go ahead and begin, okay? So we're connecting both. Now you have your chair on either side of you to hang on to if you need support. Be very slow with this exercise, okay? So we have about 30 seconds left here. Squeeze the leg muscle, your stabilizing leg. Squeeze the core as you meet in the middle. Excellent. 15 seconds from a side, just so you can see what the full exercise looks like. Lift and meet in the middle here. Breathe. Squeeze that core. You have 3, 2, and 1. Finish out the exercise and then bring that weight down to rest. Nice job. Good little shoulder exercise there as well. So we have about 10 more seconds, then we're gonna hop into our marching overhead carry or that weight out in front of us, okay? We have 1 minute of this, then we build our way back down that pyramid and then we get to rest. So get that weight above the head. We have 1 full minute here. Let's go ahead and begin, okay? So lift those knees up. Nice and sturdy here. So not rocking back and forth very much, right? I don't wanna see this. This is not doing anything for your core. Keep your core nice and tight. Hold that weight above the head. Lift those knees nice and high, but also keep that pelvis tucked so that you're not arching your back, okay? I know it's a lot to remember, but you'll feel the difference if you check all those boxes. Deep breath here. Halfway through. Again, remember your modification is taking that weight out in front if that starts to hurt your shoulders a little bit. Breathe. Excellent. Keep that core nice and tight. 15 seconds here. This minute feels like a long time. I know it does. Hang on to it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice job. Only 15 seconds. We're going back into our other side of standing bird dogs, okay? So get that weight in your other hand. The other side, I know it's a doozy. We're moving along. We're almost done. 2 more exercises, then we get to rest, okay? So let's get that weight up in the other hand. Right, for me, left arm, right leg, and let's go ahead and begin. So I'm gonna have my arm out or on my chair to help. We're here for 45 seconds. Now, if you're using your chair, 2 fingers is the rule, okay? I don't wanna see anybody relying on that chair. 2 fingers to help with support. Excellent. Or you can try it without. Meet in the middle here, deep breath. Nice job, Mighty Family. Hang on to it. We've got 15 seconds. Breathe. Squeeze that core. Get that knee nice and high. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job, mighty family. Shake it out. 15 seconds of rest, last and final 30 seconds, back to those good mornings, okay? Hang in there, our core is a little bit on fire right now, I know that. We're almost through, okay? So, feet hip distance apart, get that weight by your chest, tuck the pelvis under so you have a straight back. Let's go ahead and begin. 30 seconds here, push that butt back, and then use your core to pull yourself back up, okay? Pushing the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Excellent job, mighty family. 15 seconds, almost through. Breathe. Let the music carry you in to the last 10 seconds. Sorry, 8 seconds. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. We rest. Nice job, mighty family. First pyramid done and dusted. Let's shake it out. Deep breaths here. Let's lift those arms up. Open up the core over to one side. Stretch out that core. Over to the other side. Excellent. Shake those arms out. Second pyramid, okay? I'm gonna demo. You keep taking your rest, all right? So second pyramid, same structure, different exercises. So our first exercise, our 30-second exercise, is what we call around the world. Pay attention to whatever direction you start with, because your second time down the pyramid, you're gonna go the opposite direction. So feet hip distance apart. We're gonna take that weight and we're just gonna pass it around our body, okay? This isn't gonna feel like you're doing much at first, but what this is allowing us to do is be very sturdy and stable, and moving that upper body around is working our core to keep us stable, right? So I don't wanna see the hips moving, I don't wanna see the legs moving, I just wanna see that upper body passing that weight around the body, okay? So from the side, back nice and straight, legs glued and cemented down, we're passing that weight. So 30 seconds one direction, then we have side bends for our 45 seconds. So similar to the first time, we're gonna do one side and then the other. So with this, our feet are a little in, then hip distance apart. We have the weight in one hand, and we're dipping down using our obliques to pull ourselves back up, okay? So we're using those side core muscles to dip and then pull back up. So keep your chest nice and open, keep that back nice and straight. So if you need to tuck your pelvis under slightly to do that, then that's what you wanna do, okay? 45 seconds, then we have 1 minute of single leg side to side. So this is gonna work our balance as well. So we're gonna hold that weight at our chest. We're gonna take side steps over, balance, and side steps, okay? So squeeze that core, keep that weight in your chest nice and open. 1 minute of this. Then we go back down the pyramid, other side of side bends for 45 seconds, and then 30 seconds of the opposite direction of around the world, okay? All right, mighty family, grab that weight. We're gonna go ahead and get started already. Rest time is over. But we go through this pyramid, then we get to stretch and cool it down, okay? So grab that weight. We're gonna start with our first direction of around the world. You choose the direction, doesn't matter. So feet hip distance apart, slight bend in the knees so that our knees are not locked. Tuck that pelvis under, right? So we have a nice straight back, and then we're gonna go ahead and begin. So toss that weight around the body. Try not to drop it. Squeeze that core. Nothing should be moving other than your arms passing that weight. Excellent. Breathe. Squeeze that core. Draw that belly button towards your spine. 10 seconds here. Nice quick 30 seconds. Excellent job. 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Rest. 15 seconds. Roll those shoulders back away from the ears. I'm gonna keep my weight in my hand because it's a quick transition. So next we have side bends. So pick whichever side you wanna start with. I'm gonna start with a weight in my left hand for this first set, and we're gonna go ahead and begin already. 15 seconds is up. So bending over to one side, and then we use those obliques to pull ourselves back up. So I like to kind of keep my hand on my core so that I can feel the engagement. Make sure my core is nice and tight, okay? Also making sure that you don't have any coning. So if you have coning, that means you need to tuck your pelvis under a little bit. You're arching your back too much, and we don't want that, okay? So nice, easy dip with the weight, pull yourself back up. This is the silent killer because oftentimes you don't feel it when you're doing it, but you'll feel it in your back muscles and your side obliques tomorrow, I promise you. Excellent. Deep breath. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, mighty family. 15 seconds here. Shake it out. You can set your weight down if you want to, but we're gonna get into those side to side steps, okay? So 5 seconds left here. Go ahead and start with the feet together on one side. Get that weight up towards your chest. Tuck the pelvis, bend the knees slightly. Let's begin. So we take a big step, we balance, and then we just go side to side. So go at your own pace. We don't have to go fast. If you need to modify and not balance and just step, you can do that, okay? But I want you to kind of practice using that core to stabilize yourself on one leg, really practicing your balance, squeezing those legs. Excellent. We're here for 1 minute. You've got 45 seconds left. Nice big steps, squeeze that core. Practicing that balance, 2 birds, 1 stone here. I love workouts that tackle multiple things at once. Excellent, you've got 10 seconds. Hang on to it. Side to side here. Hang on to that balance. Don't get wobbly. If you find yourself getting wobbly, modify. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, mighty family. Back down that pyramid, back down the mountain. Roll those shoulders back. Get that weight in the opposite hand for the other side of side bends, okay? So opposite hand, feet hip distance apart, or a little closer, excuse me. And let's go ahead and begin. So we're dipping, and then we're using our obliques to pull ourselves back up. So keep that chest nice and open, and our back is nice and straight here. Just a little bend. We don't have to get too crazy. Be mindful of your back. Excellent. Breathe. You've got 20 seconds, halfway through this last and final set of side bends. Breathe. Keep your back straight. Squeeze those legs. You've got 10. 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous job, mighty family. Rest. 15 seconds here. We go the opposite direction than we did the first time with Around the World. 30 seconds, then we're done. Nice quick core. Pyramids, just knock those exercises right out. So you know why I kind of favor them a little bit lately. So let's get that weight in the hand. You're going the opposite direction. So I went behind my back this way the first time. I'm gonna go in front the second time. Go ahead and begin. Nice and strong. Squeeze those legs, squeeze the core. The only thing moving is that upper body passing that weight. Try not to drop the weight behind you. It's gonna hurt a little bit if you drop it on your toes. So just be very careful. Slow speed here, 10 seconds. I love this core exercise. It doesn't feel like a core exercise, but it's working so many parts of our abdominals. So this is one great exercise to do that's so low impact. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna finish this rotation, bring that weight back. Let's toss her aside. We don't need her anymore. Nice job, mighty family. Awesome job getting through those 6 exercises. Lots of different movements, nice and quickly paced, not a lot of rest. So be proud of yourself. Let's get into a stretch. Let's take those legs nice and wide. We're gonna take a big inhale, bring those arms up. And as we exhale, we're gonna rotate over to one side. So stretching out that core. Breathe. Inhale, rise up, and exhale over to the other side. Excellent. Nice job. Come back up. We're gonna this time do something very similar, but we're going to cross the legs. So I have my right leg over my left leg, and then we're gonna rotate over. So a little bit of a deeper oblique stretch here. You can hang on to that chair for support. I would also suggest it actually, since we're a little bit tired and our core is tired. So make sure to cross those legs, reach over, breathe, keep that chest nice and open. Excellent. Go ahead and rotate, other side. So this time, left leg over the right, and then we bend. I'm not gonna change my chair over here, so we're just gonna act like the chair is here. I'll pretend. Reach, feel that nice stretch in the obliques there. Excellent. Go ahead and come back up. Last and final stretch, we're gonna do a little bit of a forward fold just to relax that lower back. Does a lot for us for core. So take those legs nice and wide. We're gonna inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, we're just gonna fall forward. So scoot those hips backwards and just let yourself kind of hang and dangle. Let that lower back kind of decompress a little bit. If this is a little bit too much, something that you can do is bring that chair out in front of you and place your hands on it this way, okay? So a lot of times even hanging can cause a little bit too much strain on that lower back. So if that's the case, have a chair or some kind of elevated device here next to you so you can just place your hands on it and stretch out that back. Whatever you feel is best for you here. A couple more seconds in this stretch. And then when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and roll that back up nice and slow and roll those shoulders back away from our ears. Excellent job, Mighty Family. Thank you so much for joining me for today's standing core pyramid style. I look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you soon.